here spitting that wicked shit just in case you forgetting.
Alright, what up, y'all? This is Scottie D from Faygoluvers.net, and I'm sitting here with the Godfather of the wicked shit, ESHAM.
What up, dog?
What up, ESHAM? Last night, you graced us with a performance in Dallas, Texas. It was the first time in forever. How did it go for you, man? What was it like being back in Dallas?
Oh, man, it's awesome, man. I don't think we've been in Dallas for maybe like 13, 14 years, maybe something like that. So, I mean, Dallas was it was lit, man. The Dirty 30, people came out to show love and represent the wicked shit.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Are you planning on hitting the road more often?
Yeah, actually, we're working on a few more shows. I mean, it's a work in progress. You know, we're an independent small label, so it's a work in progress. So, yeah, man, we'll be hitting the road and doing more shows and just getting out there, touching more fans, and spreading the word.
Never breaking my word, switching lanes as I swerve, riding down 7 Mile, gonna lay hit the curve. Man, fuck what you heard, the whole world is absurd. Politicians full of shit, smelling just like a turd.
Cool. Can we expect a leg 2 of the Can't Nibble the Scribble tour?
Well, we'll definitely be out there. We might call the tour something else when we go out there. We just happen to call it Can't Nibble the Scribble tour because I got a new album coming out called Scribble, May 26th.
Yep.
You can get that on all digital outlets. Check us out on AcidRep.com. But we like to keep it fresh and brand new, so we might call it something else. And we got acts from all over the country supporting it, so it's just a huge underground family joining in on this thing. So I mean, we'll have a second leg of the tour, but I wouldn't even call it a second leg. I would just say we'll continue to go out and do shows with different artists around America and the world.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, I was going to ask because we had some Canadian people hit us up asking about tour dates in Canada and maybe perhaps Europe too.
No doubt. I mean, well, I don't have any felonies and I do got a passport, so I'm able to, travel internationally.
All
So,
right.
I will be touching base with, like I say, all people around the earth.
All right, excellent. So which market outside of Detroit do you think has shown the most love on this tour so far?
Oh, man, on this tour so far, I mean, Detroit, of course. Everywhere, man. Every stop we made has been beautiful, man. I've been having so much fun on this tour. This has actually been the most fun I've ever had on any tour that I've been on. So,
wow,
everywhere we stop, man, we get nothing but love, and people seem generally excited about the music and what we got in store next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's pretty cool everywhere, though.
Cool.
Everywhere's been cool, especially Dallas.
Hell yeah. All right, so you started rapping at such an early age. You're 13 or 14, right?
Yes, sir.
Who did you initially look for inspiration?
Me, when I first started rapping, inspiration can come from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was inspired by so many things. It wasn't just music. So, I might have been inspired by my mom, my dad, you know what I'm saying, at first. Teachers, that came up, and like elementary teachers, things like that, and then it was music. So I got inspired by a lot of different things earlier. So I draw inspiration from all things, even you, Scotty. Even you.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying, I guess, is that rap was still in its early formative stages, so like.
Well, I liked all music. I didn't just listen to rap. It was, it was in its early stages, so it wasn't that much of it out there. Of course, when, the 80s hit with the whole hip-hop explosion with acts like Run DMC and stuff like that, of course, I was just another fan of hip-hop. But before that, you had people like Michael Jackson out there, Prince was out there. I mean, I was inspired by these people, all the greats, even Rod Stewart. Like, there's so many people, so many great artists out there that inspired me to get into music, not just hip-hop. It was just a music thing for me. So I was inspired by, like I say, some of the greats, man. And I'm still inspired by them. I'm a fan of music, so that was it.
So the same still goes today. There's nobody that you've looked to or any particular artist that you.
I mean, I enjoy the music. I'm a fan of entertainment, so there's nobody I personally look to for inspiration. But when something comes out there and I keep an ear to the street, I like it. Like as far as hip hop goes, I like guys like Lil Yachty and like new cats like that. You got guys like Mo Dirty out of Detroit. You got a lot of people that I like as far as music is concerned. But as far as inspiration, I look at people doing good things in the world to get inspired by.
You're gonna catch some heat over that little hot Yachty comment.
Well, I know, but a lot of the Juggalo rappers sound like Little Yachty to me. I like them too. So, I don't discriminate.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So in the early '90s, the Wackest Shit came probably the closest it's ever been to hitting mainstream hip hop, right?
Okay. What do you mean by that?
So like, I guess with groups such as Ghetto Boys,
Okay.
Flatliners, right?
Okay.
So did any major labels ever reach out to sign you and try to mold you into something that you really didn't think you wanted to be molded to?
Well, no, not in that sense of reaching out to me, trying to mold me into anything. And even with the groups like the Ghetto Boys was considered gangster rap, There was no such thing as the Wackest Shit before I got into music. Nobody was doing this type of music. As far as somebody signing me and trying to turn me to something else, that has never happened in my career other than when I went over to Psychopathic Records for 2 years. I was only over there for 24 months, you know what I mean? And I couldn't do certain things. They didn't want me to use the name Unholy in my records or stuff like that. They just came up with that. It was just more safer for them to do. I was like a risk to them, you know what I mean? And that's the only time that I compromised doing something, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only time I can remember. But other than that, we've always been independent, you know what I'm saying? And even when I went over there and helped those guys out with their record company, I still was independent, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, no, nobody's ever signed me and tried to make me do anything other than that particular time I can remember where we were just, trying to market my records to people because they felt like they were too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it was like scary to them. And most people think I'm trying to be scary, but I just think it's the content. They're just scared of reality. Like what I'm saying, I'm not trying to be gory with this. Like, you step outside and life is the most wicked thing you can ever experience. So I'm just talking about things in life, and I think a lot of people just got scared of that. The reality of it.
Seven on area. I was raised like a pit bull terrier. I developed a criminal behavior. I murdered my first man and knew Jesus Christ wasn't my savior. Jehovah's witness me taking care of my business. So I shot him on my front porch. I took their Bibles and burned them. I checked their pockets, turned them inside out, dumped their bodies in the lake with the trout.
So I don't think anybody would have a problem calling you an innovator. How do you keep reinventing yourself, like time after time, over your 30-year career?
Wow, people nibble the scribble all the time, so I have to. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's amazing to me to see some of my work in other artists' works. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what keeps me going, and that's what keeps me reinventing myself, because people always take a little bit here and take a little bit there, and I just have to keep coming up with different recipes to serve these people up some wicked shit. You know what I mean? So
since you just referenced the can't nibble the scribble, what exactly do you mean by that? That's
it's just
borrowing from you.
It's a friendly thing. Like, it's like, you like something somebody else is doing, and you nibble they scribble a little bit. I might like those shoes you got on. Well, I'm going to go to the mall and get those exact same shoes. I'm going to nibble your scribble a little bit. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. It's a compliment, actually. I'm flattered by a lot of people, doing the type of music that I do, actually. So it's a compliment, and it's just a play on words. We're trying to be, just creative with it and involve everybody in what we're doing. Kind of like a don't buy my style thing, or saying somebody is fresh. I like your scribble. That's all that is. It's just a catchphrase. Right. But that's all it is.
Cool. All right, so in an age where music typically doesn't sell just due to pirating, what keeps your drive alive?
There's all type of different ways to sell music today. The traditional ways are gone. Yeah. As far as CDs and stuff like that, I won't be making no more physical CDs. I'd rather be in the front of the line than in the back of the line when it comes to that type of thing, and just being, just in the future with things, you know what I'm saying? So
for a collector like myself, man, that's hard to hear.
I totally understand. I'm just like you, man. I enjoy opening up a CD and having that whole intimate thing with opening up a CD and looking at the packaging and stuff. But we're just in the future now, man. And like I say, I just rather be in the front of the line than in the back of the line. So we're gonna, just move forward with what we're doing and hope people embrace it, because they have to, because this is the future. They don't even sell cars with CD players in them no more.
Right.
So if you got a classic CD or something, cherish it and just we'll be in the future selling records how they'll be sold, from this day on and out, and forever.
Perhaps some vinyl in your future?
Yeah, now vinyl's there because I love turntables, and actually my DJ loves turntables. She be cutting it up on the ones and twos, so there will be vinyl. We're gonna keep doing vinyl and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. After your like insanely epic 2-hour performance at the Gathering, shortly afterwards on social media you stated that would be your last appearance at a gathering of the Juggalos.
Well, it was so beautiful, man. I've always had great times at the Gathering, and once again, I just feel like, that's their event. That's something that they do. So to be a part of it is great, and when they do invite me, that's cool. But I just felt like, it's just, time has passed, and it's time for me to go. I almost like graduated from that. You know what I mean? So I'm just moving on as far as festivals are concerned. You know what I mean? Just there's tons of festivals out there. So I just felt like it was just time to move on. That was my last gathering. We had a great time, and we just was like, yo, we don't have to play the Gathering no more because we did that 50 times already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I wish them the best of luck with that, and who knows? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, maybe in the future, but right now I don't see it in my future.
Okay. So and I know that on this particular tour, on the Cannibal Scribble tour, Violent J came out to a show in Detroit.
Oh shit! Yeah, I heard that, man.
You heard that?
It was weird. Yeah. I didn't talk to him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know if you knew about it.
No, I knew about it after he left, and yeah, that was cool. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I talked to Violent J a couple times on the phone.
Okay.
And yeah, we're in a good place. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's what I think a lot of people are wondering.
No, Violent J is a cool dude, man. I got a lot of good memories with Violent J, and I wish him well, like I've always wished him well. So that's just what it is. I might go to their show and just be in the back chilling. He's a fan of good music too, so
absolutely.
I would expect that from him. I wouldn't expect nothing less from him.
Yo, I caught a slug from a 45. You say?
So I got a bunch of random questions that people were sending. What do you think about the current status of the underground right now?
I mean, I think it's alive and well. There's a lot of people coming up in the underground. I mean, I don't know what people think the underground is. It's not one particular group of people that control the underground. And a lot of people are getting the wicked shit confused with the wackest shit. You know what I'm saying? It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, the underground is a worldwide thing. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just be in the underground. Like, the underground has to accept you. You know what I'm saying? You can't just accept the underground. Like, oh, I'm in the underground. Like, if you got to, like, somebody has to accept you in that shit. It's not that you could just put yourself in that shit. So the underground, I think, is alive and well. I think there's a lot of groups coming out from all over the world, all different sectors. It's alive and well. And there's a lot of good music coming out, too. And not just something somebody heard or just doing some cookie cutter, monkey see, monkey do type of shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people coming up with original ideas and good content. There's a lot of whack shit out there, too, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
And, I mean, everybody can't rap, man. Like, everybody can't rap. Everybody can't be in music. Like, fucking learn how to build a fucking car. Do something with your fucking life. Like, there's more to life than music, man. If your homeboy rapping, that's cool. But if he's whack, tell him. Say, dude, you whack as hell at that. But your ass can fix the shit out of my car engine, man. Maybe you should fucking be a mechanic, man. Because you got that shit better. I'll call you Grease Monkey. Show rap man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. Here comes the voodoo. What you gonna do with my crew? Back from the dead once more again. Pumping up the flow again. Fucking here we go again.
Anyway.
Well, being that we primarily cater to Juggalos,
no
lots were asking about like the drama between him and E, Psychopathic and Strange, and like were you just trying to stay away from all that?
That's their thing once again. All that. I don't really. A lot of people speculate about what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I just kind of stay out of that shit. I'm cool with everybody. I wish everybody the best. And like I say once again, it's all about the music. And don't get the wicked shit confused with the wackest shit. Because people fighting and all that shit. That's some of the wackest shit I've ever heard of. So
all right. We had a viewer ask, have you ever faced any struggles with addiction?
Oh, addiction. I mean, I could have. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody has experienced or experimented and shit like that. You know, I mean, I could have. You know, but I was saved. You know what I mean? As far as, you know, somebody prayed for me not to be going down that path. You know, hanging out with the wrong people once again. You know, well,
you were surrounded by it in Detroit. So
no, all of that, and just the Juggalo scene is surrounded by mad drug use and shit like that. But you know, you got to learn to overcome things like that and just do things in moderation, man. And you know, hopefully you don't struggle with addiction. But I could have been a crackhead or some shit like that out there like that. But nah, man, I stopped poisoning myself. You know what I'm saying? Once I realized I was poisoning myself, I just stopped. You know, and
just cold turkey, huh?
I mean, yeah, cold turkey. I mean, I still drink a beer and stuff like that, but I'm not, you know, fucking around with no hard drugs and nothing like that. Maybe some herb, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, anybody can slip. We're all humans. You know, anybody can slip and go down that path. And I feel for people that's addicted to some type of substance. You know, I wish you well. I hope you get off that shit. Because you know, it ain't nothing that somebody should be on. And you know, that's why, like, even with the records that I make now, you know I've talked about drug use and all that type of stuff. But with my new album, Scribble, you know, I made this record as if I wasn't going to ever say nothing to nobody ever again. You know what I'm saying? So it talks about things like that and maybe how to overcome those things. And even my music was the alternative to drug use. Like, you can listen to ESHAM's albums and you don't have to take drugs because it's a trip in itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my music was all about. A lot of people took my formula and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay, you know, because I'm just here to spread love, you know. I feel like I brought more into this game than I took it away from it. So I'm blessed in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So I don't really have no worries. But yeah, I wish people well. I hope you get off them drugs. Say no to drugs. Don't do that meth. Fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your motherfucking mind right and get your life right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say about that.
Somebody pray to God to save me. Somebody pray to God to save me. Where's the homie at from, you know, Faygoluvers with the camera? Come on up here, bud. Y'all get ready. This for the world. It's the Can't Never Scribble Tour. Get ready. Show these motherfuckers y'all live. Awesome. Give it up for these dudes. Faygoluvers.
Are there any up-and-coming artists that you think deserve more recognition than they're getting?
I mean, no. You know, like, it's just like, no. Nobody deserves recognition. You got to earn recognition to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just cause you know, rapping and shit doesn't mean you deserve recognition. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out here and work hard, and you get recognition by, you know, earning it, man. And that's just what it is. Like, a lot of people, we live in this on-demand society where you think, you know, everything is instant. You just add water and you instant success. You know what I mean? But you got to work hard out here. So there's, you know, I don't think, you know, that statement is true. I think you earn that. You know what I'm saying? And it comes with, you know, working hard. Right.
Okay, so a little over 2 years ago, you hit us with something completely out of left field when you announced that you had obtained your culinary degree from the Port on Blue.
Yeah, man.
Has that always been something that you've been interested in, cooking and?
Oh man, no. No. It's just something that I did. I mean, you know, a lot of people try to nibble the Scribble once again. They look at me and they like, well, how do you do what you do, or why do you do what you do? I just do stuff that I'm interested in. And you know, and the only reason I told people about that is because I wanted them to know that there was more to life than music. You know, you can do anything you want to do out here. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment is just a small part of something you can do out here in this world. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things that I'm interested in, and a lot of stuff that I do. And I just happen to tell people that that's one of the things that I've done. And yeah, you know, I got a degree in that. You know, I'm certified. I'm like Emerald. Bam, bitches! You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a huge accomplishment. That's
no doubt. I mean, but I do like to cook and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I might open a restaurant one day, or you know, I might just be in the back serving up some of your favorite shit. You want cheese on that? Yeah.
All right, cool.
We on the Can't Nibble the Scribble tour.
What up, though? Shout out to Faygoluvers.com. You know we done with all that wicked shit. It's
It's real life in this bitch.
ESHAM Daniel Jordan.
You know, we the Blues Brothers over here.
That's right, we got Mastermind and Schizo in the house too. Schizo on stage right now fucking it up.
Yo, show some love to Schizo. We got the whole RLP family in this bitch.
Can't Nibble the Scribble, May 26.
Yeah, Scribble coming out.
That's it.
That's what's up.
It's over.
So Isham, you've got a brand new album called Scribble out, which drops on May 26th, which will probably be out before this interview drops.
Okay.
What inspired the name of the album?
Scribble, you know. What inspired it was people always nibbling my scribble. I swear to God, like I couldn't even describe it to you. It's like a painter painting something, you know, or scribble is like a fingerprint. Everybody's fingerprint is different, you know, and that's what I wanted to get people to understand, that scribble is like my take on a fingerprint, you know, like what I'm gonna make with the Wackest Shit is not gonna necessarily be the same thing this guy's gonna make, or this guy, and it's just gonna be all over the place. And it was my take and interpretation on beautiful chaos, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's all over the place. I can't describe it, but you can describe it, and that's what the scribble is about. Like, it's undescribable freshness. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when I made this record, I made it from the perspective that I wasn't never saying nothing to nobody again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. I'm fucking gonna say this on this record, and I made it like that as if I wasn't gonna say nothing to nobody again. So if you never heard nothing else from me, Scribble would be what I wanted you to hear. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think it's different from my other records. It definitely feels different. I definitely wasn't trying to make the same record over and over again. Wasn't trying to make a record that I heard out in the streets already. You know, because I just don't do that. I like original content, original ideas. I definitely don't remake people's songs and things like that. You know, I just like to, you know, add original content into the game. And Scribble is my take on that. Like I say, you know, beautiful chaos. You know what I'm saying?
But when you started out making it, you just said that it's going to be as if, or you recorded it as if nobody would ever hear anything from you again. Is that your intention? Like,
I mean, that's not my intention, but I was thinking about records and how we make them, and you know, what if, you know, Lord forbid, something happened to me and Kill the Fetus was my last record, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, damn, people be listening to Kill the Fetus and like, yeah, Kill the Fetus, like that was my last statement. You know what I'm saying, though? And there's some pretty fucking horrible things on that record, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, like, I want to say something to whereas I can just leave it, you know, and if I didn't say anything to nobody, this is exactly what I would want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would want to leave it at that, like on Scribble, like if this was the last thing you heard.
All right. So why should ESHAM fans, both old and new, pick up this album?
You should pick up this album because, you know, you will know the difference between the Wackest Shit and the Wackest Shit. You know, this is the Wackest Shit, and you will just know the difference. And it's a different feel to it, and you just pick it up, man, because, you know, I made that shit, and I worked hard on it, and I want you to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Get it how you get it. But yeah, just pick it up. You know, people know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm doing that on the record, and I'm just trying to elevate the game, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to elevate the game because I know people, you know, a lot of people take my records and scientifically dissect them and take little pieces of them, but that's what the Nibble the Scribble was about. Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't mind that. You know, imitation is the highest form of flattery, and I'm happy that people can get something out of my record or listen to it and they step their game up, or they, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy about that. You know, so that's what that's about.
So the track list for Scribble shows 22 tracks, which, you know, is not out of the norm for you to have 20 plus tracks on an album. What are some of your favorites from the album?
Favorite songs on the album, I definitely like How to Kill a Drug Dealer, songs like Time Card, Black Sheep. There's a lot of goodies on there. I like the whole album. Euphoric Rampage. There's a lot of them, man. I'm drawing a blank right now because I just been out here.
No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a lot of good songs on the album, man. I just want people to, like I say, really listen to it. And it's coming from my perspective, like I say, if I never said nothing else to your funky ass.
Are there any features on the album at all?
No features, man. I mean, even though I can get some features from people and stuff like that, well, I hope I will be able to.
Sure.
I don't even know any famous people, to be honest with you. You know, so I never had a conversation with nobody that was famous or that I thought was famous. Or I might have knew them for 40 years, so they don't seem famous to me. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, no features on the album. I just went in there and I just made an album that I wanted people to hear, and I just didn't want it to sound like what was out there. It's not a pop album. I'm not trying to get on the radio and stuff like that. It's just a straight up underground album, and it's honest, man. You know, it's an honest record for me.
And you produced every beat on the album?
I had some different producers help me out.
Okay.
You know, I do that. You know, I still keep an ear to the street and mess with up and coming producers and get production from people all over the earth. You know, because I feel like, you know, that's my way of giving back, you know, helping somebody out. You know, I've always helped somebody out and uplifted them. That's why you get a lot of your favorite acts today. It's because I helped them out in the past. And when nobody would help them, I was the guy that helped them.
One day I'ma fade away and set the world on fire. Watch the sky turn gray. One day I'ma die. Mama don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away and set the world on fire. Watch the sky turn gray.
How does Scribble differ from your most recent release, Dichotomy?
I was mad on Dichotomy. I was mad. Scribble, I'm not mad on Scribble. I just took it, but I was not mad when I made Scribble. Because I had just heard everything everybody was doing. And people still trying to flip and bounce my Dichotomy, man. They done bit the shit out of my album cover and shit. They did with the Scribble. You know they did. I don't want to say nobody's name, but you know who did it. You know who did that shit. I didn't appreciate that shit, Chris. But anyway, I ain't gonna say his real name. But anyway, no. What makes it different from Dichotomy? Like I say, I'm not angry on this, man. I really thought about what I wanted to say, and that's what it's about. I wanted to say something to people. You know what I mean? And that's what Scribble's about. So that's what makes it different. And I think when people listen to this album, they just gonna come away with a sense of clarity. You know what I'm saying? And once again, this is acid rap. So this is the alternative to drug use. You will actually get off meth listening to my albums. You don't have to do meth no more. You just listen to these albums. That's what you do. No more crack. Just listen to ESHAM's Dopo. You know, that's why they say that.
All right, so this is your, 16th full-length solo
16th.
album?
Yep, yes,
which is
sir.
Incredible resume, man.
Man, thanks. I mean, I don't even know how I got the...
Yeah,
Right.
That's really what, you know, after 30 years in the game, I guess we kind of already covered it, but I mean, do you think there'll ever come a point where you will retire from the rap game?
I mean, no. No, man. I would be like fucking Rolling Stones around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I like to hear.
just keep kicking it, man. But definitely, I don't see retiring from the rap game, but I do see just reconstructing my business and doing it a little better than I have always done it. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get better at you know, servicing people and just, you know, communicating with people with the things that we got available to us, like the new technology and just all type of new different ways to sell records and touch the people out there. So I'm just trying to stay on top of that, but I don't see myself retiring from music, you know, because it's too many shitty rappers out there. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
So.
Okay, so I've heard you speak on Ntis in recent interviews.
Mm-hmm.
You just released the Ntis box set with a bunch of remastered.
Yeah,
copies
man, this is
and
probably like the
everything.
first 10 disc box set in hip hop.
Right.
This looked like some Beatles shit, Rolling Stones. You know what I'm saying? Anybody like that? MC5s, the greats.
Right,
You know the
dope.
greats.
Right.
You know.
So, but even with Nt's passing, can we expect any new Ntis in the future?
Actually, that's why we created the box set,
Okay.
and we did it like that. It was a special thing to us. It was for all the people that do like hard copies and that sort of thing. And you know, we just wanted to make a real intimate package for them and put our whole story in there. You know, there's nothing worse than somebody else trying to tell your story, cause how the fuck they gonna tell your story? You know what I'm saying? And I've always ran into that problem where people try to tell my story and don't even know what the fuck they talking about. So at the same time, that's why we made this Ntis box set, because I wanted to tell the whole story of Ntis from the beginning to the end, and that's what it's about. So there won't be no more Ntis albums. You know, Mastermind's still recording. He runs his own record label and puts out material out here. But no, that's it.
Okay.
For that particular, you know, we added that to the music business, and that was our contribution to it as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we appreciate all the people that support that thing, and you know what it truly is. And yeah, that was it though. Yeah, there won't be no more.
What do you see for the future of both yourself, ESHAM, and Real Life Productions?
There's a lot of things we're doing, man. I just see us just staying on top of our game, you know, being innovators and bringing, you know, new ideas and new material to the industry and new ways to sell things, because I know these people don't know what they're doing because I see them nibbling our Scribble every chance I get. I'm like, whoa, we just did that last week. Y'all doing it this week? Okay, I'm sorry. But no, I just, you know, just making good music and, you know, more entertainment and more entertaining things. That's it. So we're in the entertainment business, and that's what we're going to keep doing. We're not a flea market. We don't sell backpacks and motherfucking trinkets and shit. We're just selling music, so it's all good.
Any potential for new signees to Real Life?
I mean, we always look for new stuff, man, but it's hard to find original content. So if you're original, you know, you got something that's not already out there. And what I mean by that is something that's not already out there. You know what I'm saying? So we're always looking, man, but people have a problem with being original. Even people in the game today, they don't know how to be original. Even all your favorite rappers that's out there is somehow nibbling somebody's Scribble. You know what I'm saying? So we look for original content, man, and we're always looking for something, but we haven't found it yet. And when we do find it, it'll get our undivided attention and effort and energy to let people hear it.
Word. All right.
You know?
So that's all the questions that I've got right now. Do you have any final words for anybody watching this right now?
Hey, man, it's all about the music. You know, keep checking for that wicked shit. Know the difference between the wicked shit and the wackest shit, and you will be all right.
And make sure and go grab a Scribble May 26th.
Right,
and on digital retailers everywhere.
That's right, because he got the shit. Hey, yo, y'all check out Faygoluvers.com. Because Scottie D. .net. What's the difference between .net and .com?
Oh, there's a long story behind it.
Ah, damn. Next time.
Yeah.
My name is ESHAM, this is the Can't Nibble the Scribble tour. It's the end of the tour, and this was the livest spot we did in America. We'd like to thank everybody out there. We love you guys. God bless all y'all, and good night. Thank you very much, y'all.
All right, y'all, that's going to wrap it up for this interview. This is Scottie D with Faygoluvers.net and ESHAM, the Godfather of the Wicked Shit.
Thank you, brother.
And we're out.
Appreciate you.